Well, hi, I'm Renee Counts. I don't have to say my actual age, do I?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not 50. I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 by the time anyone sees this. But I have been doing CrossFit for almost 10 years, somewhere around 9.5 years. Back when I was 39, I realized that I had gained a whole bunch of weight, when I wasn't looking, about 50 pounds worth. 2 kids, started out having my family pretty young. Kids were getting a little bit older. I was finally having some time to pay attention to myself, and I did not like where I was at all. And I was looking at 40 in the face, which at the time was scary, and I wish that was my fear now and not 50. So here I am, still trying to beat this age. But so at that point, I knew I had to do something, and so I made 40 my goal. Like, I was going to try to lose 50 pounds, and at that point, all I wanted to do was lose weight. I had I didn't care about the fitness part. It didn't even occur to me. Like, that was never a thing for me growing up. My family, we never worked out. We played our school sports when the season was in, and when it wasn't, we didn't do anything. It just wasn't a part of our lives. Never occurred to me. Well, lost the 50 pounds by my birthday, started, my 40s feeling pretty good, except that I didn't know how to start eating again because I did not lose it in any kind of a healthy way. At the end, I started walking just to help to move it along, but that was the only exercise I ever did. So at that point, I knew I had to maybe start doing something just so that I could eat again and not gain weight. That was my goal, or that was my thought process at the time. So I went to a Club Fitness, was told I was skinny fat. I had a trainer there that they give you for a day or two when you first sign up, walks you through the machines. After that, I didn't know what I was doing. And I wouldn't sweat. I'd stop whenever I got winded at all. Zero progress made there. So my daughter, who was a dancer, her dance studio was having a boot camp for the parents, anyone who wanted to go.
Yeah.
So I decided to join up. I was going to give it a try, and lo and behold, Nick was running it.
Okay.
And Nick Hayes. And so I worked out with him for a while. This was before he became CrossFit certified.
Okay.
So when he did, it lasted about 2 months. It was so eye-opening for me just doing that type of work. Like, I couldn't wash my hair from 5-pound weights. I don't even know if they were 5 pounds, but like, I had to rest my arms on the shower bar to wash my hair. That's how horrible and out of shape I was. Well, after a couple months, when he became CrossFit certified, he left to open Steel Plate, which was too far for me. And my kids, although a little older, they were not old enough for me to be out that long, because I'm a single mom. It was too much. I needed something closer to home. So he recommended a place called Back Alley CrossFit, which was close to me.
Okay. Cool.
And they actually worked out in a garage in an alley in the summer with a galvanized pool that everyone would jump into at the end of it. Like, there were maybe 10 people total.
Yeah.
And they ended up opening a space, and that's just kind of how I started, and kind of, it just took.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the people, I don't know if it was the workout, I don't know what it was, all of it together, but it just felt like something I would look forward to doing. I didn't know what it was when I went. Zero clue. I didn't know there was weights involved. I didn't know there were barbells. I just went on blind faith because he told me to. Well, the reason I come to like it so much more than that, it was a couple of reasons actually. For somebody who is, around the 40, well, depending on when you had your kids, you're in your 40s, you don't have a lot of time. You make a lot of decisions all day, every day. And if you're someone who hasn't worked out, that's just one more thing you have to figure out, execute, don't know if you're doing it right. I just want someone to tell me what to do. And I want to come in and get it done in a minimal amount of time. And in CrossFit, you can do that. I mean, you have a set time that you have to be there, which is helpful because, you can put that on your schedule. If I'm trying to go to a Club Fitness and, well, I'll fit it in after this, before this, you're not putting yourself first ever. You're always going to put yourself behind everything else you have to do that day because it's not somewhere you have to be at a certain time. The schedule is one of my favorite and least favorite things about it because, it does tie you up. But once you get used to that, you're going to be so thankful for it, for that hour a day that's yours. And just one less decision you have to make, one less trying to figure out how to come up with workouts, and if you're even doing it right, because you're probably not if you've never been, and that's all done for you. And I appreciate that so much. And I have tried to go to gyms like that, like just to supplement, and I still walk in circles and I don't know what I want to do, and I don't want to know how to do all that stuff. I just want to pay and come here and get a great workout with good training and know that I'm doing it correctly, and just the way that I am not, I don't have any injuries, I'm not overtrained in any area or undertrained in any area, and I don't have to be the one to worry about that. That's great. I love that. I have made great lifelong friends here. I have made friends throughout my life and various, work, my kids' parents. You spend all this time with people as you go through stages of your life that come in and out of your life. Everyone that I have met in CrossFit since the beginning, 10 years ago, I am still very good friends with them. And those friendships last a lifetime for some reason. And also when I come here every day, I realize I laugh. This is 1 hour of the day that I know I'm gonna laugh. If I'm in a bad mood, if I'm sad, or I'm worried about something, it is an hour where I know that just walking in here, I just feel better mentally, emotionally, and physically. I mean, it's funny to be here a lot. I mean, you laugh a lot. It's a very funny place.
It is. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, lots of humor here.
Yeah.
I would say recently, within the last year, for sure, adding nutrition into my fitness, health regimen, I guess, has been a huge help. Now that I'm almost, not quite 50, I'm faced with more challenges. It's harder. It's harder to continue to make progress, I feel. I'm more tired, just overall, just aging, I guess. And so I knew when I went to Rachel about a year ago, it's like, I'm not ready for that. I don't want to face any of that. I hate it. And I feel like I'm definitely at a point where I'm starting to become stagnant, or, you kind of start to hit that decline, and I wasn't ready. And I felt like I could do more, but I just wasn't able to. And I knew there was something being left on the table, and I wanted to figure out what that was. And I thought it had to be my nutrition and my diet, just trying to add that piece in. And it was like another miracle work, really. I mean, all of a sudden I'm running faster. I've shaved a minute off my mile, and my lifts are a little heavier. I can go, longer in a workout without feeling like I'm dying. Like I do feel like it's shaved years off of me again. CrossFit by itself was able to do that initially. And then of course, you should be doing that all along. I did not know, but there's always something that I'm finding in this place that will help me feel younger, have more energy, not feel, it's making me be able to ignore the age that I really am. And that I'm thankful for, because, well, anyone who knows me knows how much I hate my birthday. So. It's definitely not too late. I started at 39, 40 with exercise, and I do more, I think, at that age than I ever would have been capable of doing in my 20s, I believe. And I cannot imagine the shape I would be in now had I not done that and started with that initial weight loss in the beginning, where I would be now. So it's definitely not too late. And the older you get, there's always something more. There's always something that will help you to continue to be strong and keep going and kind of slow down that aging process. When you are at an age where you're becoming an empty nester, your kids are leaving, and you have all this time on your hands. trying to find your friendships again, trying to establish those, because they change as your kids are growing. You know, you grow closer to people and out of, you know, closeness with people. And then you find yourself like, well, what now? This is a great place to start building those relationships that you want to have in your life again, to fill up your life again, with some of the things that you that are leaving, you know, with your kids. You know, there's somebody I was talking to here who had told me that she had gone to other CrossFit gyms and never felt that sense of community. And she would show up 2-3 times a week and just was kind of forcing it because she knew it was good for her and she was getting a little bit out of it. But when she came here, she's going every day just because she likes to be here and to be surrounded by these people and how welcome she feels. And I think that could be true for anybody who walks in here. They're going to feel that way.